Good morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told out of Voice of Radio. So today, we need to take a little bit of a look at a couple of news stories, slightly stranger news stories again today. And one of the things that we need to be taking a little bit of a look at here is a rumour, well, it's not really a rumour at this stage, it's kind of confirmed, that in the Battle Academy 2, there is going to be an exclusive Obstagoon. I know. Now, we'll get to where that's coming from, etc. in a moment, but I do just want to point out at the beginning, it's coming in the Eevee deck. There are 3 decks. There is a Cinderace, an Eevee, and a Pikachu. It's coming in the Eevee. And I do just want to point out at the beginning, I don't know how much I like this. So, to have a nice example, one of the collections I have going is Okacheke. You know by now, I've mentioned many times. Big fan of Okacheke, think they're a phenomenal artist, want to have all the Okacheke cards. But then there was a Phantom that was released over in Japan. Now, the good news is that Phantom has been released over here. We now have that Phantom. You can get the English version of it. It came around in Fusion Strike. It's a beautiful card. But over in Japan, that card was in the 100 start decks, their equivalent of Battle Academy for what it's worth. And that was kind of a little bit annoying, if I'm honest with you, because I didn't want to buy the 100 start decks. I just wanted the Phantom. I just wanted that one Okacheke card in Japanese. But then you end up in that awkward situation of, well, hang on a second. Do I really want to buy the family decks? And I think I've called them the 100 star decks. They are the family decks. My apologies for that one. Do I want to buy that just for this one card for my collection? And then what do I do with the rest of it? Do I just keep like a deck that's missing one card? It's kind of super awkward. And that's what's happening here. Because this is going to be an exclusive Obstagoon, which is only going to be available in this particular deck, or at least initially. We all know things could change down the line, but it seems to be that it is going to be exclusive in that deck. So now we end up in this awkward situation of, do we buy that just for that one exclusive card that we need? And if we do we then just keep it without the rest of the deck together? Like, I cannot be the only person that thinks that's a little bit weird and a little bit... It makes me a little bit uncomfortable, I think is the way to put it. It makes me a little bit uncomfortable. Now, the description we've had is Eevee deck includes 2 copies of an all-new promo card featuring Galarian Obstagoon. We do believe it is going to be Sword and Shield 193. Now, that is also a promo card, and this is a big difference because people collect the promo cards, and there's a big difference in a promo and not a promo. So I've shown you that Forces of Nature trio blister with those lovely, well, the Forces of Nature trio, shockingly, but they don't have promo numbering, they just have a different art pattern, or holo pattern, I should say. So a bunch of people are willing to skip them, whereas if we look at like the free pack blisters, gives me an excuse to show the 2 from Brilliant Stars, which both have Okacheke artwork. They are very much numbered promos, so if you are a promo collector, and I have multiple friends who are promo collectors, let's be clear, you're going to need this. And you're going to need to buy the big Battle Academy just for your 2 copies of Obstagoon. And then you're going to have this Battle Academy that doesn't work because you're missing the 2 Obstagoon. Although you could always just substitute in a different Obstagoon. That would be an option. So of course this then does lead to the fairly obvious question of, which Obstagoon? Now, there is actually one Obstagoon, as it stands at the moment, which has been released in Japan, which has not been released over here. The good news is, it's definitely not that one, don't panic. I'm talking about the character rare Galarian Obstagoon. It's not that one. It can't be that one. Please don't let it be that one. That would be horrendous. We don't want that, okay? We don't want it in there. We just don't. We're fine without it. So it's going to be a new Obstagoon, one would imagine. Because it's a new promo, it's a numbered promo, and there isn't one over in Japan. Just to be clear, they're not going to release a random character rare as a numbered promo over here. That makes no sense. It's not the way Pokemon tend to work. I would be absolutely stunned if that happened. So it's not happening. The thing is, I told you about a little product a while ago. Well, in fact, I told you about a pair of products. I told you that there were 2 new V-Star boxes coming over in Japan, one featuring Lucario and one featuring Darkrai. Incidentally, they should be pretty much exactly the same as the Leafeon and Glaceon boxes. Remember, in Japan, they are getting separate V-Star boxes for Leafeon and Glaceon, very, very much like we are. So again, this is a prediction. This is very much not confirmed, but I would be expecting strongly at this stage that if Japan are getting Lucario and Darkrai as separate boxes, that we will as well, just like we got the separate boxes for Leafeon and Glaceon, just like Japan did. And we've been waiting for news about those Lucario and Darkrai V-Star boxes. They could be revealed this Friday. The lovely Primaluga from Pokeguardian does think they could be revealed this Friday. I would not be surprised at all if that happened to be the case. Obviously, if you're not subscribed to this channel by now, you should be, because I will be bringing you the news, and if they are revealed on Friday, I'll be bringing you a full rundown of everything we know and the stuff we can figure out, even though we don't quote-unquote know it. I think I'm getting quite good at that by now. But the point is, Darkrai is a darkness Pokemon. Galarian Obstagoon is a darkness You see where I'm going with this. At this stage, although we cannot say for certain, I think it is overwhelmingly likely that if there is a new Galarian Obstagoon, that we should expect it to be coming along in the same deck as that Darkrai V-Star. And therefore, it comes over here as a promo. Maybe it will just be the V-Star boxes like Leafeon and Glaceon that didn't have other promos in, but come on. This just makes way too much sense. Japan hasn't had an Obstagoon promo, but they do have a Darkrai V-Star box coming. I mean, come on, ladies and gentlemen. That one seems to write itself. So yeah, wish I could tell you what it was, but that's what we know for now. Now, the other interesting piece of news, and a bunch of people have sent this to me, and I thank you very much to everyone that did, but the most recent one that reminded me I need to get to this was Kyle and Guy, and I'm sorry for the terrible pronunciation about this, but have told me that there are official plushes, Pokémon TCG Plushes over in Hong Kong. Now, there's two versions available, and they're extremely cool. What we've got here is the regular plush, which comes with a frame that you can actually put a card in. Now, at this stage, bit of advice from your old pal Wassy, right? This seems like the kind of case where you would go and put a lovely Okacheke Stuffle. That's a really good card, isn't it? That Stuffle. It's beautiful. Like, absolutely beautiful. One of the best, like, common artworks we've seen in years and years and years. It's absolutely beautiful. It is not necessarily, shall we say, the kind of frame where you would put an Okacheke Flareon, because, I mean, look at it. It's clearly a plush in a little bendy frame. It seems like a great way to display your favourite common cards, of which you have many, rather than the kind of frame you would use to display your very favourite cards that will definitely get damaged. But we don't see many official Pokemon TCG plushies, so that alone makes me extremely happy. That is wonderful. Look how cool it is. It's so cool. Now, the other one we've got here, and they're both wearing hats, I should mention, with all the energy symbols on, I would legit, and I'm not joking, I would wear that hat. Like, if they released that hat, I would buy that hat, I would wear that hat. That seems like an amazing hat. And I'm fairly sure that the big one you can swap the card in and out, like I've said. The little one you can't, because it's clearly on a keyring, it's clearly a smaller Pikachu, and that is clearly not a full-size trading card. That seems to be just a kind of, you know, holding a generic back of a trading card. I still love it, incidentally. It's still beautiful. And we don't see many Pokemon TCG plushies. Now, don't get me wrong. We see an absurd amount of Pokemon plushies. They are released every 4 to 5 minutes, approximately. And that is not a complaint or a criticism from me. I own many Pokemon plushies. Both my children own many Pokemon plushies. And I will buy many, 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 many more over the next few years, hopefully. My point is, and I'm getting to the point eventually, my point is that these are very, very cool and unique and different. And if you're into this kind of stuff, this is brilliant. Now, here comes the downside. They've been released in Hong Kong. Now, I think they might have also been released in Thailand a little while ago. I've not been able to check that 100%. Someone let me know in the comment section. I will pin a comment if I can find out for certain. But I believe they were given out in Thailand a little while ago. I might be wrong about that. I'm really sorry if I am. My point is, look how cool they are. Now, Kyle has actually gone and given me a better image of the Pikachu, not a stock image, and we can see exactly how cool it looks in real life, which is rather wonderful. I just love this. This makes me very happy indeed. I don't know why we got Pokémon TCG Plushes, but I'll tell you what, I'd like more, ladies and gentlemen. I would like more. But I want to know what you think. So let me know in the comment section, would you? And obviously predictions about Obstagoon and all of that good stuff as well. Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at Lawasi, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCG Radio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.